Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know it as a leFH or a leaf blower. This one is located on the north spawn of Overlord, and it's under the command of Targy. And the game has already started. Yes, they've already got underway. And no sound. Let's start the replay again. Okay, now we're in action, and now we've got sound back. Yes, sorry about that. Sometimes the replays won't run unless you restart them again. Anyway, we've got a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char B1, and this is what the Germans called the 105 leFH18B2, which means like a Feldhaubitze 100, and it's capable of doing 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armor, and it's also got a wicked reload rate as well, 1.91 burst meters, and he's aiming towards the enemy already. The reload time by the book is 8.92 seconds. Targy's got it down to 7.01, which is very quick. Rounds out. Well, there was an enemy tank there, but it looks like he moved away after he got spotted. Okay, got enemy on that side. In fact, Type 64 being rather cheeky there. He fired snap, but unfortunately he didn't get a hit there. But that Type is actually pulling back. He just got hit. He was just tracked. But he fixed his track fairly quickly, and he's back on the south side of the map. Oh, I'm not sure if he meant to fire that one in, but anyway, he's fired it, so it's a gone shell. Now, he's actually loaded 3 rounds of heat in this game, which can be useful. He did fire heat, he did fire an HE round there at the Firefly, but missed. There's the Type 64 again. Again, he's firing snap, so he's not getting hits. You need to fire aim shots fully dialed in order to get direct hits on the enemy. Okay, Type 1. Rounds out. This should be it. It is. 164. Okay, just keep repeating that. The guy will be tracked, and then he won't be moving away, unless he fixes his repair kit, or uses his repair kit. The AMX 12 ton moves up, but that Type 64 is back, and despite the fact the AMX 12 ton doing some damage, it happens to be Targy that gets the kill shot. But this Type won't give up, and in fact he's just killed our 12 ton, but he goes down anyway, and he's taken out by our Hummel. Okay, so the next target is a budgie. There he is, Polish tank. Can we get a hit? Rounds out. You see, aim shots are much better at doing damage. 99 hit points from that shot. Rounds out. Another hit, this time 169. The guy keeps turning to try and avoid the hit. Fires ahead of its path. Oh, he got a direct hit again! And 171 hit points that time. Well, we've lost sight of him now, so obviously we're not going to get any more hits until we see him again. Now, down on the beach, we saw briefly a Churchill 7 making his way around this corner, and we can, from this firing position, actually loop his shell over the rocks into the Churchill. And he does, and it's a big one. A penetrating shot for 373 hit points. Can we get another one? Yes, he does. 60 hit points off that one. The guy keeps backing up like that. We'll hit another shot. Oh, that one hits the ridgeline there, so we can't get that. And we've lost sight of the Churchill, so he's switched back to the field. Now looking at a Firefly 5C. Can't get a shot for the moment, but the guy's behind the rock. But if he moves forward, we should be able to get a hit. Okay, line up the shot. Fires ahead of its path. Goes to one side. Okay, lining up the shot again. Fires on his track. Oh, that one went right up his rear for 169. 2 critical hits. We're firing again. We should get another hit. And it's a kill shot. That's his second kill. So far we're doing quite well. KB1. pulling back whilst our KV-1 takes hits from the enemy Arty. That fell a bit short. Sometimes it's difficult to see the undulations of the ground when you're doing the overhead method. It's much easier to use Battle Assistant to see exactly where the enemy is. Unfortunately, he just got spotted by an enemy tank. In fact, it's a Hellcat, and he shotguns him at fairly close range. But unfortunately, oh, he was so lucky there because the Hellcat got taken out by our Basotto, who saved our life. The enemy Arty should be firing at us at the moment, but nope, they're busy elsewhere. In fact, they're focusing on the BDRG-1B, who's only a short distance away. We can see him there. That's where their shells were going. In fact, now we're going for the KV-1. Trying to get a shot on target. Rounds out. This could hit. Falls short, though. Just let it dial in. As soon as you reacquire that KV-1... Nope, he's not there anymore. One of the enemy Arty just died. That was their FV304. Trying to see the other enemy. Well, there's that KV-1. Oh, there's a Churchill 7, the same one we fired at before. And he's very... Oh, you can see the shots now where they went in. One went to the side, one hit the turret. Fire another one in half, and we get a nice hit. Now will be a good time to use those heat rounds. You've got 3 of them. Rounds out. Nope, that one hit the ground. And now we've lost track of him, so... best to pull back a little, use the bushes to good effect, and also let the budgie that's ahead of us spot that Churchill. There's only 3 enemies left. We outnumber them by 7 to 3. Where is that Churchill? Well, the enemy's down to just 2 players now, an SU-100 and the Churchill 7. We don't know where the SU-100 is, but there's the Churchill. That's a direct hit. Tracked him. Now's the time to use the heat rounds, but, well, he's still sticking with the HE. Didn't get him with that shot. Okay, need to get a direct hit. Yes, he gets into the side. 99 hit points. Ideally, we need to stop that Churchill because he's moving on. And that one does. It tracks him. The shell hit the side, but unfortunately... Oh! Well, he went up explosively there. He did see us for a brief moment, but then the Basotto took him out, just like the Basotto saved us with the Hellcat. But now we can see where the enemy SU-100 is. He's actually up this end of the map. And our budgie is spotting him, but he's only got 8 hit points and he dies fairly quickly. The Hummel has a go, but we've been spotted. We fire snap. Now, the SU-100 might have the 122mm main gun. If he does, he can do 390 alpha with 1 shot and take us out the game with 1 round. Ideally, we want to get a direct hit on him if we can. Oh, he's down to 2 hit points now, but he's approaching us from behind the building. And no, he goes down again to the Basotto, who saves our life for the 3rd time in the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the first class tank of a targy of 3 RTR in the 105 leFH18B2 or leFH. He managed to get a first class tanker, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15, and his win rate in that game 6,142, which is super unicum standard and a bit more. He said, good teammates came to the rescue, saved my ass. Yes, they certainly did. In fact, it was the Basotto each time that did it, that killed the Hellcat, that killed the Churchill 7, and finally killed the SU-100. That SU-100 was intent on taking targy out, but he was so tunnel-visioned on targy that he totally missed the Basotto that was aiming at him from a completely different direction and was able to take him out the game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that the highest damage in the game did go to that Basotto. He got a Brothers in Arms and a high caliber for 2,744 hit points of damage. Second highest damage was targy with 2,192 hit points of damage. And the third highest was the Gorilla on the enemy team, who have 1,541 hit points. When it came to kills, yep, it's the Basotto again. He got 5 kills in the game. 3 of those were tanks that were threatening target at the time, and 3 kills go to the Hellcat on our own team, and he also picked up a Brothers in Arms, and 2 kills went to Targy, the Hummel, and on the enemy team, their Guerrillas. So both of our Arties were doing exceptionally well. When it came to base XP, it was Targy who came out on top. 1,122 came to him, 1,043 went to the Basotto, and 679 went to the Hummel. He fired 34 rounds in the game, got 16 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots. Excuse me. He also got 14 splash, damage of 2,192 hit points, of which 1,794 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see some damage was done at close range. 1 hit received, it was a non-penetrating shot. That was from the Hellcat, actually, funnily enough. 2 enemy vehicles were spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 576 hit points of damage assistance. Now, on a premium count, he actually earned a profit of 80,659 credits for that game, because actually he used standard ammo throughout, and although he had to resupply consumables, he did rather nicely out of it. And 4,039 XP as well, so a decent battle, and it's all down to the Basotto in the end. There's Cross Dusty, or Dustive, who actually did save his neck, and saved his ass, as we saw, and of course he came out of the battle very nicely indeed. His win rate was 8,148 in that game, so a very well played game by him. Anyway, this is not the only replay that Targy sent in. He did send in another one, so let's have a look at that replay. In the second replay, Targy's on the south spawn of Mountain Pass. Game on! Well, it appears he's going to try a quick snapshot at the enemy. I'm not sure that's going to do anything, Targy, I'm afraid, because all it's going to do is impact on the ground on the ramp, and they're not up there yet. It takes about, at least 10 to 15 seconds for the vehicles to move into the bushes and the like. So all you're doing is basically telling the enemy, I'm going to fire at those spots and waste my shells. Yeah, not a good move, I'm afraid. Best thing to do would be to actually hold on and wait until you see the tracer coming out from those positions and then fire, because then you'll be dialed in ready on them and they'll know that if anything comes out, they're going to get hit. Okay, this is a good position to fire at. He's marked the spot on the ice road. The M18-1 is moving up there though rather rapidly. If the enemy does get spotted, he'll be a little further back, and he's seen that. 2 enemy tanks have been noticed across the bowl. In fact, 3 enemy tanks. There's a Turan out there as well. This is a tier 5 game with tier 4 tanks in it. He fires 1 snapshot in, and he gets a direct hit. We don't know which tank he hit, because there was 2 on that position. Meanwhile, on the bridge road, we've got a Hetzer who stopped to take a shot, and he's just derped using his 105mm. Rounds out. It missed him, but we can definitely get him with a subsequent follow-up shot. He's moving to try and get into position. Oh, 1-shot kill! 135 hit points. Got the kill. Now he's looking around for a new target. He's found the 25 TP just across the bowl, dialing in as quickly as he dare. Rounds out. This should be a hit. It goes long, explodes behind the guy, but he's been tracked, so I'm not sure we're the ones who tracked him. And that one explodes behind him as well. He's pulling back into cover, rounds out, and that tracks him again. Both sets of tracks went that time. So the next shot could be a fatal one for him. Not quite. Very close. 38 hit points. Rounds out. And this time round he does kill the 25 TP. So that's 2 kills now for Targy. Okay, fires at the Matilda. Just misses it. Lands very close. 1.91 meters burst radius, remember. Fires another shot. But unfortunately we've lost sight of the Matilda. And that's mainly down to the fact there's nobody around that side except on the bridge road spotting for us. The Matilda goes. We don't get the kill, but the 60G FT is there. Rounds out. He moves out the way because he knows a shell's coming. Just lining up the next shot. He stops suddenly when he gets warning another shell's on the way in. It's so unfair that they get this cheap method of actually moving back when they know a shell's underway. Nobody would actually get any warning other than the shell arriving at their point of their location. Certainly that's what's going on in reality at the moment. Oh, we got another blind kill on the Honey 3. He fired behind the rock and the Honey 3 came back to the same position and he's out the game. There's only 6 left on the enemy team. There's that 60 TP. And we're dialing in as quickly as we can. And he's being followed up by a Matilda there. A one shot on the 60G. That's now 4 kills for targy. Can he get this Matilda? Not with one shot. But he does get a hit. 98 hit points. Sorry. Keep going. Rounds out. Just misses him. You can see where that shell landed. Actually, it was on top of the turret. Rounds out again. Could be a kill if we can get the next one in. Oh, the Matilda goes down to the KV1 on our team. That means there's only 3 enemies left. There's one of them, the Matilda, the M10, sorry. He's just behind that rock. Snapshot misses him because, of course, it was fired in haste. Big, wide reticule, so you're not going to get an accurate shot. But this one's more accurate. Hits the rock face instead. Instead, he goes to the other side of the rock to get the Crusader. Cruiser Mark IV, rather. Now, can he hit this M10? It's a very difficult shot, but he might be able to do it. Rounds out. Just misses him. The M10's determined to get a Dark Cruiser 4. Rounds out again. Just misses him again. Okay, can we get an accurate shot? No, he aims ahead of the corner. And the kill shot goes to the Cruiser 4, which means there's only 2 enemies remaining. Well, there's the Cruiser, and he misses that one. The M41 HMC has been spotted up on the hill. He could go for that right now, but he takes out the Cruiser and gets his 5th kill of the game. And now all he's got to do is take out the M41, who's in this bush. Okay, must be up there. If our guy gets close enough in the KV1, he'll spot proximity spot him. Oh, he got him! Last kill of the game. He killed the M41 and gets his Top Gun. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a second-class tanker for targy in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 9. And he got a Top Gun as well for getting at least 6 kills. He got 6 exactly. His win rate from this game, 4,724, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, in this game, he got the 2nd highest damage in the game. Well, a bit like the other game I seem to recall. Did he get the 2nd in the last game? Let's have a quick look. Well, yes, he did, because he came 2nd to the Basotto. We go back to these results, we can see he came 2nd in this game. The high scorer was the Cruiser Mark IV, got 1,765 hit points of damage, but he didn't survive the game, unfortunately. 2nd highest damage went to targy, 1,673, and the 3rd highest damage went to the Matilda on the enemy team with 1,371. When it came to kills, though, it was targy who got the highest with 6 kills. 3 kills went to the Cruiser 4, and 2 kills went to the M10 RBFM on our team, and the Matilda M10, the Cruiser Mark IV on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's the Cruiser Mark IV who came out on top. He managed to get a high caliber and 850 hit points of damage, whereas targy got the 2nd highest damage on the game. But of course he got the Top Gun and he got 830 base. So at least he got the top in one of the columns, but not the other 2. He fired 35 rounds in this game, 10 direct hits on the enemy, 6 penetrating shots. I think we can probably see which ones he did penetrate well. He penetrated the Honey 3. That's one of the pens. He penetrated the 25 TP. He also penetrated the Cruiser Mark IV. And he penetrated the 60G FT. So You can see he did get a lot of penetrating shots in that game. The other ones, well, he penetrated the M41 HMC and the Hetzer as well. Those were the ones that the shell landed right on top of, and so he wiped them out. He also got 9 splashes, damage of 1,673 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6, and on a premium count he earned a profit of 15,258 credits, and he got a mission completion on the XP as well, so he took away 9,213 experience points from that game alone. So yes, first battle, he actually gets a rather troubling time because he keeps getting assaulted by the enemy tanks and the Basote kept coming to his rescue. And then in the second game, he gets slightly less on the win rate, but at least he gets 6 kills out of the game and a slightly lower mastery badge out of it. But I hope you enjoyed both of those replays. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.